Hey guys, got the package today from John. This is the Hysterocrates gigas. It's in the baseball cube. I've used strictly organic potting soil, moist. I made two pre-burrows. One, let's see, where did I make the other one? I think it was over here in this corner. Yeah, this corner and this corner. And you could see he took right to it, straight down to the bottom already. This is 5 minutes after unpacking him. So that's that's that little dude, and you could see here's the Haplocasmia himalayana. Probably in just a tad bit too big of an enclosure, but it's about the same size as my Pteronochelys lugardi. It's doing perfectly fine in this, so I'm going to let it be. Again, this one should burrow, and I didn't make a starter burrow for it, and I probably should have, but hopefully it'll burrow and web up just a little bit as this little tiny sling. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully these two make it through the Insay. Unfortunately, the little tiny baby Insay did not make it through the shipping. Everything seemed to be packaged fine. It wasn't too tight. There was a heat pack. Everything was fine. I don't know what happened, but I got a hold of John. I'm sure he'll get back with me, and we'll get that straightened out. But it's not it sucks because you never like to have DOAs. You don't want to have the spiders die on transit, and you kind of feel bad. But so those are the two. The male Nandu Colorado Velocis, I think, is not going to come till tomorrow. She had to delay one day due to stuff that she had coming in. So yeah, I'm kind of anxious to see these two grow. I know the gigas grow kind of quickly and get big. I'm not sure how big the Himalayanas get. I'm imagining a 5-inch spider, but it could be a little bit bigger. So again, both of them, there's plenty of substrate in here for this one to dig. There's a good inch and maybe 1.25 inches, 1.5 on this side. Maybe a little less, maybe around 1.25 inches. So, but yep, I did waterings yesterday, so you can see on the O. Philippinus, there's the Davus penniloris male. Every one of them that I've watered all came out and drank. So it leads me to believe I need to upkeep it just a tad bit more. This is Arkham, the GBB. I added another water dish to her because she buried hers in the corner over there with webbing. Here's the Brachypelma bomi. Since I put water in there, this is where he's been. Diamentinensis didn't move, and there is Lincoln's been out with her water. Of course, my wonderful Grammostola pulchripes. I don't really think that it did much in the water, but I'll give you guys another quick update. I'm going to kill my cat first. Okay, now the cat issue's resolved. This is Saku. This is the female Poecilotheria metallica. She molted the other day. Seems to be doing perfectly fine. Again, these guys are all water victims today. I have to go to physical therapy when I get home. This shelf, this shelf, this shelf, all get watered. I did these guys yesterday, and these guys the day before, and I got to do all the softball cubes, and these guys need to be watered again. So we're still waiting on that one to molt. There's a bunch of them actually in pre-molt, both Davus penniloris male and female, both GBBs, both Brachypelma humoris, Vicularia morph type 6, the one that we think is a possible male. Goodness, what else? I think this one here, this is the Poecilotheria tigrin Wasseli also. The Salmopaeus pulcher suspected male is in pre-molt. And this one, let me get this one down. I gotta keep checking on her. This is the Pamphobedius pedersii that I got from, sure not tarantulas, that was supposed to have molted on, I can't remember if it's the 27th of October or the 4th of November. One of them, the male molted, I think the male molted on the 4th of November, and she molted on 27th of October, which is still too early for her to be molting already. So you can see how black and shiny she is. We're going to have to keep an eye on her and then find out when she molts. We'll have to sex the molt, make sure that this is a female, and that we didn't have a little mix-up in the shipping. I doubt it happened, but, you know, things can happen. So, yeah, just a quick update for today. I may try and do a video later on. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to have time. We had a little fix. We had the car fix. There's the, you can see the centipede there. We had the car fixed the other day. Some stuff done to the, I bought a CRV, a used CRV. We had some work done to it, and it still has a slight vibration, and I'm not really quite sure what it is. But today something actually fell off of the car, and I'm trying to find out if it actually fell off of the car, or if it's something that, it sure felt like something fell off the car anyway. But there's a tad bit of a vibration in the front end, and I just was underneath it trying to see, so I'm going to take it back to the mechanic. There is one of the Psalmopoeus reduncus. You don't get to see these guys very often. And she's looking rather plump. So this is the one that fed sometime last week when we rehoused it. So we're probably going to skip some meals off this one for a little bit. But yeah, I don't know if we'll get another video. We'll probably try to do something with the Nandu Colorado Velocis male if it comes in tomorrow. Maybe we'll go through and just take a look at the spiders that I think are all in pre-molt. We can kind of get an idea. But I do want to do a video tonight on the Facebook groups and what's going on, you know, some of my feelings about what's going on, and how to find the right group for you. And then another topic somebody wanted me to talk about was how to find the right tarantula for you. Doesn't necessarily have to be a starter tarantula, but like if you're in the market for something, and you know, maybe I can help you narrow down some of the things that you should ask yourself prior to going to an expo and saying, ooh, look at that pretty spider, and, you know, just buy it out of impulse. So we'll try and do something like that. So we'll look for those before the weekend, and then we'll get right back into feeding videos in the beginning of December. Anything else that comes up. I know you guys watched a lot of you guys watched the video the other day that I put up with the Hapalopus species Columbia large that decided to walk, and we all know why it did. You know, I mean, I was actually trying to look through the camera when I was dropping the worm. I wasn't in the right spot when I did it, and of course I dropped it too close to the spider. That's why it walked. I get that. You know, I've had a lot of people comment on the groups and everything else. It kind of gets frustrating because it makes you look like you're an idiot when they say stuff like that, but, you know, it happens. People don't know you, so they make a comment, and they don't really know what's going on. But yeah, it was just a misaim, and, you know, I spooked the spider took off. That's what happens. I put it on 3 different groups, and it's basically just to show people how fast they actually are. I wasn't looking or fishing for comments saying, hey, what did I do wrong? Or, you know, I can't believe this happened, because I knew exactly what happened. But those are the responses that I got, one on each group. It was kind of funny. But so yeah, we'll discuss some of that stuff. We did have my Ediothalamira died, completely unexpected. Ate one day and was curled up the next. I fed it and watered it, and it died. I don't know what happened. It's the one that never dug. So, you know, I haven't been having great luck with slings lately, but, and the mature male the Phaunopelma chalcodes, Mike Farless's male, KC Tarantula's male, flipped over. Not flipped over to molt. It flipped over because it fell, and he could not right himself. I put him back over. He was dragging his back forelegs, got to the edge of his coconut hide, and flipped back over again. And I made the call to euthanize him, because there was nothing to save him. I mean, he wouldn't drink water. He wouldn't eat. This went on for a while. He was drinking water a couple weeks ago, but every time I would fill it up, I try to push him over there to make him drink. He didn't want anything to do with it. He would just kind of clamber away, and you know, his movements were real erratic. I didn't really expect him. I expected him to be around longer than that, being a Fauna Poma mature male. Again, you never know how long they're going to hang around. Some people have had mature males for years. Some people have them for a few. I mean, I've had no luck with Psalmopoeus armenius. First of all, I mean, they don't. I can't keep mature males alive more than like 2 months after they mature. But so far, my Carabiner versicolor was shipped out today to Keith. So hopefully he'll be breeding him next week with his 3 females, and we'll get some babies out of that. And I still have, this is the Fauna Poma annex. You can see what he's done. He just bulldozes everything, makes himself just a den. He doesn't burrow, he just pushes everything. My Nandu chromatus that I sent out was paired twice with Hunter's female. Hopefully that took, and that'll be successful. If so, I have 50% of those slings coming back. I'll have 50% of whatever Keith produces with the Carabiner versicolor male. And then I have the Chalcodes, of course, that was bred. And we have the Nandu Colorado Velocis coming in. He's a penultimate, so when he molts and does his thing, builds a sperm web, hopefully my female's still in that area where she can be bred. I'm sure she will be, because it was just a month and a half ago that she molted, so I think she'll be fine for a while. And then as soon as Morris decides the penultimate Fauna Poma Hensai, as soon as he molts and does his thing, we'll be able to pair them. So we're looking for some, you know, pairings this coming winter into early spring or late winter. We got some stuff cooking, so look forward to possibly, you know, some sling giveaways sometime in the summer. Depending on what I get produced and what transpires of the stuff that I've sent out for my breeding loans, we'll see what happens. But so look forward again to the video coming up on the Facebook groups. I'll try to put the computer on. If not, I'll put the tablet on, and we'll just browse each group real quick. And you know, I'm not going to say what's bad about them and what's good about them, just what's different about them. Because some are a little bit more informative, some are a little bit more serious, some are a little bit more laid back. So again, finding the right one for your personality and how you want to be talked to, or because a lot of people don't like some of the more serious groups like Arachnoboards because they feel like they're getting hammered every time they ask a question. So I'll try to do the best I can without making anybody on any of those groups upset. I'm gonna kind of script it, hopefully. I'm going to try anyway. If not, I'm just going to wing it like I always do. But I'm going to try and script it. And, well, she's pretty big too, huh? Yeah, I'll try and script it and get the right information for the different groups. Because there's, like I said, there's a bunch of them. There's a couple good European groups that I belong to. There's a, you know, a couple of the groups are a little bit more fun. There's one group that I wouldn't go near with a 10-foot pole. And of course, there's a lot of groups that I moderate on, so I'm going to be I'm going to try not to be biased, but I'm going to be a little bit biased because I think the people that moderate on those groups are all really, really good, experienced keepers that have a lot of good information. And I'll explain to you for new keepers how to get going in the hobby and how to ask the right questions, and how to try to not get offended by people that say smart ass things, basically. So I'll look forward to that, and we'll be talking to everybody real soon.